Hello and welcome to Inside IT from the technology experts at Intel's own IT department. In this podcast, we get an update from David Ayers of Intel IT. The story of IT in the last few years is a story of change. The IT organization has undergone a transformation as technology has affected the way people in the organization engage in their day-to-day activities. Intel IT has been at the forefront of that change.
I'm David Ayers, and I'm the General Manager of IT Operations and Services at Intel.
Ayers has had a front row seat to the transformation of the IT organization. He says it's been driven by several factors.
The first one is social, that we now have more social computing and social engagement. We have mobility is a big factor. People want to be mobile and they want to have a choice of devices. There's analytics where people want to take advantage of all the data that's being created and turn bits into useful information that they can use to drive their businesses. And then finally is cloud computing, which is becoming a new platform that is being used to deliver applications and services to all kinds of consumers of information technology, applications, music, all of the content that we all know and understand.
Ayers says consumerization has had a major influence on Intel IT. It used to be that the enterprise would lead the consumer market. Big companies had all kinds of devices and infrastructure that people didn't have at home.
In the last 5 years, that's really shifted. And now the whole IT industry, in terms of producing new products and services, is going for the consumer first. So the consumer is more advanced than the enterprise is today. The enterprise has specific requirements around robust systems, usability, security, manageability that maybe you don't need as an individual. But the consumerization, the trend to consumer, is driving us.
Ayers says that means people have more to choose from when looking for devices to help them be productive.
So the shift that we've seen is we are now under more and more pressure in order to enable our employees' productivity to deliver more choice in the kinds of devices that we offer and the kind of form factors.
The move to cloud computing has also been one of the foremost changes at Intel IT. The company has built a robust private cloud and is moving toward a hybrid cloud that taps external cloud resources as well.
We expect to be in a fully hybrid cloud in several years. Today we have the basic cloud infrastructure in place, and we also have a highly virtualized data center structure, especially in our office and enterprise space.
While this move to a hybrid cloud is a journey over several years, it's a fundamental change in the delivery of services to users.
The cloud becomes a fully automated, highly configurable, essentially data center capability. It has compute, it has storage, it has network. And what it allows us to do is to very quickly deploy new applications and very quickly change the volume of computing that we can support.
Ayers says these two trends, consumerization and cloud computing, are closely related. Users want to be able to access everything across multiple devices.
So the way to deliver that is to have this cloud hosting environment where you can get your historical files or your data or your record or access whatever content you want to access across multiple devices. And that's a direction that we're moving towards.
And looking a couple of years down the road, Ayers sees a convergence of technologies with a blurring of the distinctions between laptops and tablets and smartphones.
So it's all of the software, the applications, and the devices that go into building that world. And again, it ties back to the usage model, the consumerization. It ties back to the cloud, because you need the cloud to enable your user experience across all kinds of different devices.
One of the great advantages Intel has is that it helps to create the technology that is enabling this tremendous change. They're building this new IT organization for a large worldwide enterprise. Being at the cutting edge has given them a feedback loop where they work with manufacturers to drive innovation.
Intel has a major business in providing enterprise class computing. We provide the underlying platform, and then we work with the original equipment manufacturers to deliver the devices we can use. And so we're constantly pushing the envelope on why can't we get the enterprise device to come faster, to be more in sync with when the consumer devices are available.
Ayers says for IT organizations today, the need for speed drives much of what they do.
We need to be agile. We need to accelerate the velocity of everything we do. The whole industry is moving at a faster and faster rate, that the lifetimes of individual devices now are much shorter than they've ever been in the past.
Keeping up with that pace of change is a special challenge for an organization with 100,000 PCs and almost 40,000 handheld devices. David Ayer says that means a fundamental change in the way IT operates.
So I view my job as far, far from the old traditional just reduce the cost and kind of manage the vendors, into really taking this amazing capability and allowing Intel to advance its whole business objectives, which, by the way, is to connect and enrich the lives of every person on Earth. That's our corporate vision, and do information technology to deliver that result.
That does it for this edition of Inside IT. If you want to learn more about the transformation of the IT organization or anything IT related, go to www.intel.com/IT. While you're there, you can sign up for the Intel IT Center for regular updates on IT topics, third-party research, IT-focused events, and more. For Inside IT, I'm Paul Lancourt.